Investing in space, with stocks and ETFs. Most of the time, the financial resources to invest in stocks are limited. On the other hand, the thematic priorities that you can put in your investments are almost endless. For example, some rely on the mobility sector, while others find gaming and esports stocks exciting. Another topic that is becoming more and more important and interesting for investors: space. Because stockbrokers can also invest in companies that not only concentrate on what is happening on Earth, but also want to go higher. We'll tell you here which companies are out there and how you can invest widely in space. The flight of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos into space and back to Earth took less than 11 minutes. On July 20, 2021, he fulfilled a long-awaited dream with his rocket company Blue Origin and looked down at the Earth from a capsule at a height of over 100 kilometers. Critics think nothing good of his flight. They accuse the richest man in the world of wasting money and megalomania. But one thing is certain: it can't hurt to look more intensively beyond the horizon of our planet. Eventually, resources in space on Earth are gradually becoming scarce. Maybe one day we'll have to go to the Moon or Mars. In addition, space tourism could become a bigger topic in the next few years, at least for those with the necessary change. While an investment in Bezos' Amazon is almost always worth considering, other companies are also at the fore when it comes to space stocks. Investing in space. Possible stocks. Important. The following stocks to invest in space should be seen as a suggestion. They are not a direct investment recommendation. If you are interested in stocks, see if they're doing well right now, what the chart looks like, what the fundamentals are saying, and how analysts feel about the stocks. Boeing, ISIN, US 0970231058. The well-known aircraft manufacturer Boeing is commissioned by the USA to develop systems for space travel. The Americans are currently working on the CST-100 Starliner, a reusable spaceship that could bring people as well as equipment and goods to the International Space Station in the future. NASA is partially withdrawing from the production of spaceships, which means that private companies are increasingly coming to the fore. Maxar Technologies, ISIN, US 57778 K1051. Satellite manufacturers such as Maxar Technologies are also closely linked to the space trend. Because as the number of people in space increases, communication up there also gains in importance, for which satellites are essential. Maxar is also involved in a very special project. The Colorado company is building the drive system for the Lunar Gateway, a space station that will serve as a stopover for missions to the Moon in the coming years. Mercury Systems, ISIN, US 5893781089. Mercury Systems is a developer and manufacturer of both hardware and software products, primarily marketed to the aerospace industry. In 2020, the Massachusetts company had sales of $797 million. Mynaric, ISIN, DE000A0JCY11. Mynaric, which has its headquarters in Munich, is active in a very special field. The young company, founded in 2009, is a manufacturer of laser communication devices for airborne and space-based communication networks. This allows data to be transmitted wirelessly over several thousand kilometers. Even tech giant Facebook is now one of Mynaric's customers. OHB, ISIN, DE0005936124. While Mynaric is a fairly new star in the space stock sky, OHB has been in the field since 1985. The Bremen-based company is considered a satellite specialist and cooperates with the European Space Agency ESA, among others. At the same time, OHB is researching life on Mars. Sales in the current year are forecast to total around €1 billion. So, the potential is there. Virgin Galactic, ISIN, US 92766 K1060. Just a few days before Jeff Bezos' space trip, British entrepreneur Richard Branson managed to pay a visit to space. With Virgin Galactic, he is pursuing the vision of space tourism, which should enable passengers to take long-term short trips to the edge of orbit. According to information from the company, 270 airline tickets have already been sold at a unit price of US $250,000. Analysts are predicting sales of $1.7 billion for 2030, but this is currently still in the single-digit million range. Themed ETFs minimize risk. It is no secret that themed ETFs are extremely popular with investors. After all, they can easily be used to invest in an entire industry. At the same time, the risk of loss, which is increased when buying individual shares, is reduced. The coveted theme ETFs are now also available on space stocks. An example: the ARK Space Exploration and Innovation ETF, ISIN, US 00214Q8078. This includes at least 40 values from the space sector, including the Californian provider of navigation systems, Trimble. But there is also a space index fund on the German market, the HAN ETF Procure Space ETF, ISIN, IE00BLH3CV30. Here too, investors gain access to the emerging industry and benefit from interesting companies, mainly from the USA, around 76%, but also from France, Japan and Italy. The portfolio consists of a total of 30 stocks. Investing in space, an interesting addition. Since the space industry is still in its infancy, the investment risk cannot be entirely avoided. But if you have tasted a little blood and are convinced of the economic viability of space tourism, you can definitely get one or the other space investment into the depot. In any case, there are plenty of opportunities.